The town of Cedar Hollow was the kind of place that swallowed secrets like the earth swallows bones, quietly, without fuss. It sat nestled between the pine-thick folds of the Arizona wilderness, an hour's drive from anything resembling a city. A place forgotten by time. The locals didn't talk much, especially not about what lived beyond the tree line. The Wexler family had moved there in late autumn, a young couple with 2 children escaping the chaos of Phoenix. Josh Wexler was a freelance graphic designer. His wife, Mari, had grown up in nearby Flagstaff and thought the change would be good for the kids. Quiet nights, fresh air, stars instead of sirens. Their new home was a long-abandoned cabin near the forest's edge, built in the 1930s and untouched since the 70s. They found bones in the chimney when they moved in, animal, they assumed, and claw marks along the doorframe. Josh joked it was probably a bear. The real estate agent had looked pale when they asked about the last owners and changed the subject. By the first week, their 6-year-old daughter Ellie stopped sleeping through the night. She told Mari someone was watching her from the woods. A tall man, she whispered, with a wrong face. Her voice trembled when she said it didn't blink. Her older brother Caleb teased her for it. Mari checked the windows every night after that, drawing the curtains tight, her hand brushing the kitchen knife she'd begun to leave on the counter. Then the smells began. It started with the scent of rotting meat seeping through the vents at night. Josh tore apart the air system, checked the attic, the crawl space, nothing. They stopped using the furnace altogether. Still, the odor came always around 3 a.m., always followed by a sound just outside. Soft footfalls and dragging breath. It would circle the cabin, tap lightly on each window, tap, tap, tap. One night, Caleb heard it whisper his name. The Wexlers never saw what stalked their home during those long nights, until the 3rd week. It was Mari who found the elk carcass on the porch, skinned perfectly, eyes missing, organs stacked neatly beside the body like an offering. Its hooves had been replaced with human hands. He saw the elk, listened to the story, then turned to Josh and said just 2 words, "Burn it." Josh thought he meant the elk. Curtis meant the house. When Josh laughed, the deputy didn't. "That land's cursed," he said. "You brought your family to the edge of their world. Skinwalkers don't leave tracks, they wear your face, your voice. If it's coming every night, you're already too close." They didn't believe him, they should have. That night, Josh kept the kids in the master bedroom with Mari while he sat in the hallway, shotgun across his lap, eyes on the front door. He never saw the window open behind him, never heard the wet slap of something climbing through it on inverted limbs. It wore Mari's face when it slit his throat. Her voice crooned to him, "Shh," as it pushed the knife in deeper. Upstairs, Mari woke to the sound of footsteps, but Josh hadn't come back. She tiptoed into the hall and saw the silhouette at the end. Josh's shape, his posture, but too still. Too quiet. When she called his name, it didn't answer. When she stepped closer, it turned. Its smile was too wide, 2 teeth. It made a sound like 2 voices overlapping, a child and an old man gasping for air. She screamed. She never saw the children again. They found the house 3 days later, when a delivery driver reported the stench. Inside, everything was still silent. No blood, no signs of struggle. Just strange marks carved into the walls, twisting, looping symbols. And one phrase scrawled across the ceiling in what might have been ash or something worse. "We walk in their skin." Caleb's voice was heard in the woods months later, calling for his mother. A hiker went missing trying to find him. Locals say they still hear voices in the forest, familiar ones pleading, calling for help. But no one goes out after dark, not anymore, because they know what walks out there, and it wears the Wexlers' faces.